In this video, I'll show you the best AI voice cloning tools out there. For example, the voice you're hearing right now is not even me. And I have spent hundreds of dollars and days of my time testing out all of these tools just to save your time and money. And as the first tool on the list today, we have Descript.com. So this one allows you to create a free voice clone of yourself, and you can use it up to 60 minutes per month for entirely free. So just click the link in the description. You will get to this free trial page. Click on Get Started and sign up, and then just go to the AI speaker section and click on New Speaker, give it a name, click on Confirm, and then just read this thing out loud. Or if you want, you can also upload your file into the view. And for example, I'm going to go with that option since I just recorded myself talking before this. Then just click Submit. And once your AI speaker has been verified by Descript, just head back home and click on Create with AI Speaker. And then just pick your AI clone from the list. For example, here it's my name, Arttur Jalli, choose speaker, and we can skip this step. And then I will just copy paste text that I want my AI clone to speak out loud. And once you have done that, click Done Writing, and now it starts to generate the AI speech. And now there we have it in the timeline. So if you click play, every day moves quickly and it's easy to get. You will hear your AI voice clone speaking this out loud. And if it sounds good, just click on Export and click on Export again, and then just download and give it a name. Every day moves quickly and it's easy to get caught in the rush of routines and expectations. But there's value in pausing for a moment, stepping back to notice the small details we usually overlook. Every day moves quickly and it's easy to get caught in the rush of routines and expectations. But there's value in pausing for a moment, stepping back to notice the small details we usually overlook. And as you can hear, it is pretty impressive, but it is still far from my real voice. So when I sent this to my friends, they told me that it sounds basically nothing like me. So there are these subtle nuances that definitely sound like me, but I would say it is 5 out of 10. But considering that you can actually do this for free and you can create as many clones as you want of yourself using this free plan, it is pretty incredible. And the only limitation is that you have, I think, actually 60 minutes of media minutes every single month. So if you generate more than 60 minutes of speech, then you have to upgrade. So considering that this only took like 30 seconds and it is free and you can create as many clones as you want, it definitely deserves a spot on my list. But I can guarantee you that this is not even close to what the best one is capable of producing. So with that being said, let's move on to the next tool on the list. So as the next AI voice cloning tool on the list today, we have Resemble AI. And this one is a paid tool. So let's actually see if there is a quality difference when we pay for a quick voice clone like we did before for free. And now to clone your voice using Resemble AI, first you need to sign up. You can once again use my link in the description, then just pick a paid plan. So this one doesn't allow you to do this for free. I chose the middle tier plan, and then go to My Voices and click on Clone a New Voice. And then choose the Rapid Voice Clone and click on Next. And then pick the core model, click on Next again, and then drag and drop your audio sample into the view and click on Next once more. And this starts to render your AI voice. And once your voice is ready, just pick a use case. So for example, we can do podcasts and we can do a conversational tone of voice, and then just save and use my voice. And this brings us directly to the page where you can turn your text to speech using your AI voice clone. So we can type in something, for example, this same script that I'm reading out loud with all these other voice creators, and then just click play. Every day moves quickly and it's easy to get caught in the rush of routines and expectations. But there's value in pausing for a moment, stepping back to notice the small details we usually overlook. Every day moves quickly and it's easy to get caught in the rush of routines and expectations. But there's value in pausing for a moment, stepping back to notice the small details we usually overlook. And now, as you can hear, that audio is actually not that great. And I would even argue that the Descript free AI voice cloning tool was even better. But that brings me to the next point, which is that in Resemble AI, you can also use a professional voice clone. So instead of creating like a rapid one in just a couple of seconds, you can do one where you record 3 minutes of audio of yourself. And this actually takes 1 hour to render your AI voice clone. And it seemed promising. I tried it. I even dragged and dropped in my audio. I clicked next a couple of times and it even started to create my voice, but it always resulted in an error. So basically my professional voice clone is pending for a while, I would say 20-30 minutes, and no matter what I do, I will always get an error back. And I have reached out to the team, but sadly this time it's not working, so we need to move on to the next tool, which is actually mind-blowingly good. And I'm of course talking about ElevenLabs AI. So this is my overall favorite AI voice platform out there, and nothing comes even close to this if I'm brutally honest. So this one's the only one that actually allows you to clone your voice to sound exactly like you and with a reasonable price as well. So now let me show you how easy it is to use this one. So just sign up to ElevenLabs. You can use my free trial link in the description of the video. However, if you want to create a professional voice clone, that's not possible on the free plan, which is exactly why I'm making this video, just to show you how easy it is and what kinds of results you can get. So go to Voices here and then click on Professional Voice Clone. And as you can see, I have reached the limit of 1 Voices already with my paid plan, so I had to take some screenshots to show you how this actually works. And don't worry, it seems a pretty daunting task, so it gives you all these like use a pop filter, keep the recording noise free, record in acoustically treated room, audio pre-processing and stuff like that. But just take out your mobile phone, record yourself for a while, and that's literally it. Or if you have some videos or podcast episodes where you have your audio, just extract the audio from those and use that. And that's actually what I did, because I think this requires at least 30 minutes of your audio. So I don't know if you wanted to spend like 30 minutes up to 2 hours talking to a microphone about random stuff. So if you have pre-recorded stuff, that works out perfectly. Then just upload your samples, and then verify your voice by reading out loud a sentence that ElevenLabs presents to you, and then just wait for 2 to 6 hours for the AI to create your voice. And now once that's done, just go back to ElevenLabs and click on text to speech. And you can copy paste any piece of text you like over here, and then just choose the professional voice you just created on the right hand side. And then you can tweak these sliders if you wish to, but I think these are pretty good to begin with. And then just click generate speech. Every day moves quickly, and it's easy to get caught in the rush of routines and expectations. But there's value in pausing for a moment, stepping back to notice the small details we usually overlook. Every day moves quickly, and it's easy to get caught in the rush of routines and expectations. But there's value in pausing for a moment, stepping back to notice the small details we usually overlook. I mean, that is so insanely good and powerful. I mean, I sent this to my friends and family and they would never believe that this is generated using AI. And literally, if I sent these 2 clips, that is the original clip and the AI clip, into the future and listen to it in like years time, I would only be able to tell that the first one is AI generated simply because it sounds good or too good, if you know what I'm saying. So here I'm always recording in a bit of a background noise. I might hit the table. I might do stuff that kind of gives it away. I'm not speaking in a perfect way by no means, so that kind of gives it away. So if I had to listen to those 2 clips in a year's time, I would probably still be able to tell which one is AI generated and which one is not. But now, also I want you to remember that ElevenLabs is not just an AI voice cloning tool, but this is a proper AI voice generator platform. So you can do the text-to-speech stuff. You have all these different AI voice actors, but it's not just limited to text-to-speech, but you can also isolate your voice. So for example, if you have a recording where you have a lot of background noise, for instance, if you're drying your hair, you can still isolate your voice out of that perfectly. And you can also use this to change your voice. You can also use this to create music and sound effects and everything. So this is a complete AI voice platform, and it comes at a very reasonable pricing. So you get to do a lot of this stuff for entirely free. And for example, if you want to do the professional voice cloning, it is just $11 per month. I've seen other pieces of software charge like $100 for stuff like this.